last weekend, getting a pin against Northwestern and then a big victory against the NIU Huskies. Now trying to make it 3 in a row here this evening against Jacob Bullock.
Yeah, Filipovich has done a nice job this season with a full off season to put on some pounds, to get out here to tip the scales up around 240. But tall order here in James Bullock, number 22 in the country and having a fine campaign himself.
My favorite weight class of the evening, the heavyweights, 285. The guys are here to work here this evening. (22-11) is the team score. My partner confirmed. Boilers will drop this one here this evening in the team scoring to the Indiana Hoosiers. See if they can get a victory to calm the nerves, if you will, or make them feel a little bit better about the loss here in the team event.
Third straight dual win in the series for the Hoosiers as they've fully turned it around, and now they have a streak of their own.
Man, I'd like to see these two teams face again in the Big Tens. Or at least a couple matchups.
Definitely going to get some of these matchups, no doubt.
No points awarded there under 2 minutes.
Big Ten championships just up the road in Evanston, Illinois.
Let's see the Big Ten championships hosted here one day inside of this building.
It's happened before, 2012, I believe.
That's too far away. Bring it back here. Well, there's 18 teams now, so it takes a little bit longer. Or 16 teams, or there's a lot of teams.
There's a lot of teams.
Jacob Bullock awarded the three-point takedown. He leads 3-0 over Hayden Filipovich here in period number 1.
Bullock redshirted last season, qualified in 2023 for NCAA championships. And as we saw in that clip earlier, and you alluded to, clinched the duel 2 years ago with a decision over Hayden Kopus.
That was a great matchup 2 years ago. Bullock is in control here over Filipovich.
We also saw the body transformation of this man between that video and what he looks like today. It goes back to your time in the weight room, like you said.
Yeah, and that's clearly one thing that Angel Escobedo has stressed to this team is living in the weight room, and you can see they being the Indiana Hoosiers, and Hayden Filipovich gets on the scoreboard, getting the 1-point escape, now 3-1.
Another big difference. We mentioned IU's got some youth in their lineup. They've also got 5 graduate students and a redshirt senior. So there is a lot of experience. There's a lot of age in this sport that really matters. The difference between a 22, 23-year-old and an 18 or 19 or 20-year-old can be massive.
3-1 is the score as we head to period number 2. And as you mentioned, yeah, it's a different body style. It's a different body type, a different maturity, if you will. An 18, 19-year-old kid stepping in there with a 25 or 26-year-old, what is a grown man.
Feels like it.
Feels like it, at least.
Filipovich has tried getting to his feet a couple times, busted down at each turn by Bullock. 30 seconds into the second here. He gets his escape, 3-2 now.
So both points scored by Filipovich have been 1-point escapes. Bullock with the 1 3-point takedown. Haven't seen Filipovich try to shoot yet. We're trying to feel out the bigger Bullock.
And a stall warning goes against Filipovich.
Single there, a nice shoot, and a trip from Bullock. Filipovich trying to turn things around here. What strength from the shorter Filipovich.
He found that leg. He didn't quite know what to do with it. Stood up, could not bust the hold. Turned it into something for himself.
Stalemate, so they will stand back up, but a fun sequence of events there.
It was for a couple of heavyweights.
It clearly looked like Bullock was going to take Filipovich down, and then Filipovich with some scary strength from his knees.
I'll tell you what, this, the team score is what it is. Purdue is not going to be happy tonight. Filipovich, this would be a massive win for his year. If he can pull off a top 25 win over James Bullock, I mean, that's just a big deal. It matters for Big Ten seeding. It matters for confidence. It matters for, ranked wins.
Oh, and it's also a confidence booster for Filipovich to get a victory over a grad student who's proven, who's obviously developed over the years and become a better wrestler than he was a couple years ago. So we will head to period number 3 now. Let's get another look there at Angel Escobedo hollering out at his heavyweight Jacob Bullock, who holds a 1-point advantage and run away in period number 3.
We talked about Bullock's body transformation. Filipovich certified at 184 last year. He's put on weight. He's done it for the team. The team needed a heavyweight, and he's fit the bill. Now it's time for that next step.
Well, the thing that's really impressive, too, with Filipovich is the legs, the base. You can tell he's put in a lot of work in his lower body, and that's going to be helpful for him. Being a shorter heavyweight, to be able to get up and under these bigger guys and get them up and get them off the ground.
No doubt. Deadlifts and squats and leg presses and protein and protein and protein.
All the fun workouts, all the heavy Olympic lifts.
Now he'll try and turn back in against the shot. He's down 4-2, riding time in favor of Bullock.
Bullock strong, not letting go of the leg. Filipovich continuing to fight from under.
Another fun scramble between a couple of dudes in their 240s.
Yeah, we're used to seeing this at guys at 133, 141. These guys are flipping around like they're light as a feather. 2-point differential, under a minute to go, period number 3. Filipovich would really like to get this one for the Boilermakers. And Jacob Bullock would like to put the exclamation point on this upset for the Hoosiers. Filipovich shoots a nice sprawl there by Bullock.
Switch to the near side leg, but a big man sprawls on top of you. It's hard to do much of anything. Filipovich trying to use that leg strength. Pull it in closer. 27 seconds. A takedown leads to overtime at this point.
Well, and that's the benefit of the length of Bullock compared to Filipovich. The shorter Filipovich is that he's not able to get that extra couple of inches to get in there and get the momentum of Bullock going the opposite direction.
Yep, he can stay away. Filipovich around behind. 15 seconds left.
Holding on.
Bullock is straight up running out of bounds. Gets hit for a stalling, but it's very late in the day for that.
10 seconds to go. The Boiler faithful here looking for a stall call, and Tony Erzlin will throw the brick out. Challenge
brick on that takedown. Coach Erzlin thinks that Filipovich should be awarded that takedown. I don't think this challenge is going to last very long. They look pretty pretty definitively out of bounds to me, but who knows?
So we'll get our first challenge of the evening here, and it comes at 285 pounds. Purdue head coach Tony Erzlin challenging Hayden Filipovich should be awarded a 3-point takedown as we take one more peek at this one here.
So Filipovich needs to get control with a foot in bounds. Just 1 foot is all it takes. 1 foot of either man. They're both out of bounds. Foot comes down on the line. But I believe the momentum carries him out before the takedown. But we'll see.
Well, you've been surprised here this evening with a couple of other calls, so we'll have to see if this one.
Turns out I might not know what I'm talking about.
Come on now. We take another look there at the referees trying to get this one right here. Not going to affect the team score, but it'll be a huge victory for Hayden Filipovich and the Purdue Boilermakers.
And like you said, you got a great crowd on hand. You want to give them something to go away with, feeling good about things, mostly wearing gold and black. There's a huge alumni contingent in town, over 100 former wrestlers and family members. No takedown is confirmed.
No points awarded, 10 seconds, under 5. Bullock looking for it. And no points will be awarded. And Jacob Bullock will finish off the Purdue Boilermakers and get the victory. 4-2 at heavyweight after a hard-fought victory over Hayden.